My chosen one, pause for a moment, because what is happening right now is not ordinary, and it is not something you were meant to miss. Out of all the moments in your day, out of all the things you could have been doing, you are here, listening, watching, receiving. And Archangel Michael is making this clear. This is not SLU. This is alignment. This is a divine interruption that carries a message so powerful. It has the ability to shift the direction of your life starting today. You didn't skip. And that simple act has more weight in the spiritual realm than you can even imagine. There were distractions sent your way. There were thoughts trying to pull you away. There was a quiet resistance, almost like something was whispering, "Scroll past this." But you didn't. You stayed. And because you stayed, something has now been unlocked. Archangel Michael is stepping forward with his sword of truth and protection, and he is saying, because you chose to remain, I am now releasing what was held back. Feel that for a moment. Something was waiting for your attention. Something was waiting for your agreement. And now, the moment has come. There is an energy surrounding you right now that feels different. You may not be able to explain it fully, but something inside you senses it. A shift. A movement. A quiet but undeniable knowing that something is about to change. This is not imagination. This is confirmation. The spiritual realm has been preparing this moment long before you even clicked on this message. Archangel Michael is not vague. He does not speak without purpose. And right now, his presence is strong, almost urgent. He is telling you that something big is coming to you today. Not tomorrow. Not someday far away. Today. And it is directly connected to your decision to not skip, to not ignore, to not walk away. This is the moment many people miss. They brush it off. They doubt it. They question it. But you didn't. And because of that, you have stepped into a flow that others have stepped out of. You have aligned yourself with a blessing that was waiting for your awareness. There is something being arranged behind the scenes. Conversations you don't hear. Movements you don't see. Doors that are quietly unlocking. And all of it is connected to you. Archangel Michael is standing as your protector, ensuring that what is coming reaches you without interference. There is a divine order unfolding, and your name is written all over it. But here is what makes this even more powerful. This isn't random favor. This is a response. A response to your endurance, your quiet faith, your willingness to keep going even when things didn't make sense. And now, the reward is drawing near, closer than you think. So stay with this message. Stay present. Because what is being revealed is only just beginning, and what comes next will make everything you've been feeling suddenly make sense. Tell me, are you ready to receive what has already been set in motion for you? There is a reason this moment feels different, and it is not something you imagined or created on your own. You may have come here casually, without expectation, but in the spiritual realm, this moment was carefully aligned. Archangel Michael is making it known that timing like this does not happen by accident. Every second that led you here was guided, adjusted, and protected so that you would arrive at this exact point, right when you were meant to hear this message. Think about how many things could have delayed you or distracted you. A phone call, a sudden task, a random thought pulling your attention somewhere else. Yet none of those things succeeded in taking you away. You are still here, still listening, still connected. That is not coincidence. That is precision. That is divine orchestration working quietly but powerfully behind the scenes. There is something about your spirit that responded to a call you could not hear with your physical ears. It was deeper than logic. It was not about curiosity alone. It was recognition, Your soul recognized that something important was being delivered, and without fully understanding why, you chose to stay. Archangel Michael is revealing that this response is a sign of your spiritual sensitivity, a sign that you are more connected than you sometimes believe. You may have felt a pull recently, something you could not explain. A restlessness, a sense that something is about to change, or even moments where everything felt unusually still, as if the world around you was holding its breath. These are not random emotional waves. These are signals. These are the subtle ways the spiritual realm prepares you before something significant arrives. And now, you are standing at the edge of that arrival. What is coming toward you has already been set in motion. It is not waiting to begin. It has already begun. The wheels are turning, the path is clearing, and the energy surrounding your life is shifting in ways that may not yet be visible but will soon become undeniable. Archangel Michael is emphasizing that this is why you were guided here today. Not yesterday, not later, but now. Because now is when your awareness needed to awaken. There are moments in life when everything changes quietly before it changes loudly. This is one of those moments. The preparation phase has been unfolding in silence, but the manifestation phase is about to reveal itself in ways that will capture your full attention. And when it does, you will remember this moment. You will remember that you were told, that you were prepared, that you were chosen to receive this awareness before it fully unfolds. Many people overlook these moments because they expect something dramatic right away. They expect instant proof, instant results, something they can immediately see and touch. But Archangel Michael is reminding you that the most powerful shifts often begin in ways that are subtle, almost invisible, until suddenly they are undeniable. Right now, you are in that subtle stage, the sacred space where everything is aligning just before it reveals itself. And your presence here is part of that alignment. Your attention, your willingness to listen, your openness to receive, all of it is playing a role in what is about to unfold. There is also something else you need to understand. This message did not just find you. It reached you. It moved through unseen barriers, through distractions, through doubt, and still arrived in front of you. That is how important this moment is. That is how intentional this connection is. Archangel Michael is not only announcing that something big is coming to you today, but also confirming that you were trusted with this knowledge ahead of time. This is not given to everyone. This level of awareness is reserved for those who are ready to receive it, those who will not dismiss it, those who will hold on to it with faith rather than letting it slip away with doubt. So as you continue listening, allow yourself to fully accept that this moment is real. This connection is real, and what is coming is real. There is no need to question whether this applies to you, because your presence here is already the answer. Something has already started moving in your favor, and very soon, you will begin to see exactly why you were brought here at this exact moment. There is something you must understand now, something that may surprise you, but deep within your spirit, it will feel true the moment you hear it. A battle was taking place around you and you didn't even know the full extent of it. While you were going about your days, facing your own visible struggles, there was an invisible conflict unfolding in the spiritual realm, and your name was at the center of it. Archangel Michael wants you to know this clearly. You were being fought for. There were forces that tried to delay what belongs to you. There were moments where confusion attempted to cloud your judgment, where doubt tried to weaken your belief, where discouragement whispered that nothing was changing. But what you could not see was Archangel Michael standing firm, unwavering, defending your path with authority and power. His presence was not distant. It was active. It was intentional. And it was specifically focused on you. Every time you felt like giving up but didn't, that mattered. Every time you kept going even when you felt tired, that counted. Every time you held on to even the smallest piece of hope, it sent a signal into the spiritual realm that you were not surrendering, and that signal activated protection. You may have thought your strength was small, that your faith was inconsistent, that your efforts were not enough. But Archangel Michael is revealing that even your smallest acts of endurance became powerful weapons in that unseen battle. What looked insignificant to you was actually significant beyond measure. There were things that were meant to fall apart in your life, but they didn't. There were plans that were meant to fail, but somehow they held together just enough. There were moments when things could have gone completely wrong, but instead, they shifted at the last second. That was not luck. That was intervention. And now, here is the truth that changes everything. The battle has already turned in your favor. This does not mean challenges never existed. It means they did not win. The resistance you felt did not overpower you. The delays you experienced did not cancel your blessing. Instead, they became part of the process that strengthened your position. Archangel Michael is declaring that what was trying to block you has been pushed back, and what belongs to you is now moving forward with less resistance. This is why something big is now approaching you. Because the opposition that once stood in the way hath been dealt with. Take a moment and reflect on how many times you felt like something was off, like something was trying to hold you back. You were not imagining it. That was real. But so was the protection surrounding you. So was the guidance you received in quiet moments. So was the strength that seemed to appear when you needed it most. You were never alone in any of it. And now, because you stayed, because you didn't skip, because you remain present in this moment, you are being allowed to understand what has already shifted in your favor. This is not just about what is coming. It is also about what has already been secured for you. There is a release happening right now. A release of what was delayed. A release of what was held back. A release of what was being prepared while the battle was taking place. And as this release begins to reach you, things will start to make sense in ways they never did before. You will begin to see why certain things had to happen the way they did. You will understand why some doors stayed closed while others slowly opened. You will recognize that what felt like setbacks were actually setups for something greater. Archangel Michael is asking you to trust this truth fully. Not partially, not with hesitation, but completely. Because the more you accept that the battle has already shifted, the more aligned you become with the blessing that is now moving toward you. And now, in this very moment, a spiritual confirmation is being placed in your hands. Type "I receive the victory" in the comments if this is speaking to your spirit. Blessing code 4591 has just been activated over your life. And as this victory settles into your reality, understand this: when you choose to stand with messages like this, when you choose not to skip what your spirit is being drawn to, you are also helping others reach their moment of breakthrough. Right now, there are souls searching, just like you were, waiting for a message that could shift everything for them. When you give, when you sow into this mission, you are not just supporting a channel, you are opening doors for someone else's miracle. God says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over." This is not just a verse, it is a living promise being spoken over you now. As you feel this message stirring your spirit, this is your moment to respond. I'm being led to act. I'm stepping into alignment. I'm becoming part of this divine flow. Your seed becomes light in someone else's darkness. Your offering becomes a voice that reaches the lost. The PayPal link is in the description, and the QR code is right there in front of you. This is your moment to move. your moment to sow, your moment to release what God is placing on your heart. And as you do, may blessings return to you in ways that overflow beyond your expectations. There is a door in front of you right now, and even if you cannot see it yet with your physical eyes, your spirit has already begun to sense its presence. It is not just any door. It is a door that carries change, movement, and a new direction that will begin to unfold in your life in ways you did not expect. Archangel Michael is standing near this door, not as a distant observer, but as a guardian, ensuring that what is meant for you passes through without interference. This door did not appear suddenly. It hath been forming over time, piece by piece, moment by moment, through experiences you may not have fully understood while they were happening. Every delay, every lesson, every unexpected turn has contributed to the creation of this exact opening. And now, it is no longer in the process of being built. It is ready. What makes this moment so powerful is that the door is not being forced open. It is being opened at the right time. There is a difference. When something is forced, it often comes with struggle and confusion. But when something opens in divine timing, there is a sense of alignment that follows it. Things begin to flow. Connections begin to form. Answers begin to appear without the same resistance you may have felt before. You may have experienced moments in your life where you tried to push forward, where you knocked on doors that never opened, where you put in effort but saw little return. Those moments were not wasted. They were preparation. They were teaching you what alignment does not feel like, so that when true alignment arrives, you will recognize it without hesitation. And that recognition is about to happen. Archangel Michael is revealing that this door carries something specific for you. It is not random opportunity. It is not a vague possibility. It is something that connects directly to your path, your growth, and your purpose. It may come in the form of a conversation, a message, an idea, or even a sudden shift in circumstances. At first, it may seem ordinary, but there will be something about it that feels different, something that catches your attention in a deeper way. That is how you will know. There is also a sense of readiness that comes with this moment. You are not being led to something you are unprepared for. Even if you feel uncertain, even if you question whether you are truly ready, understand this: the preparation has already taken place within you. The experiences you have gone through have shaped you in ways that have quietly equipped you for what is coming next. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown, even in ways you did not notice. You have learned, even through situations that felt difficult. And now, all of that growth is about to meet opportunity. But there is something Archangel Michael wants you to hold on to as this door begins to open. Do not let doubt speak louder than your awareness. When something new appears, it is easy to question it, to overthink it, to wonder if it is too good or too unexpected. That is where many people step back instead of stepping forward. You are not being called to step back. You are being called to step forward with trust. This does not mean ignoring wisdom or rushing blindly. It means allowing yourself to recognize when something feels aligned, when something carries peace instead of confusion, when something opens without the same struggle you have known before. That is the difference you must pay attention to. There is also a shift in momentum that will come with this door. Once it begins to open, things may start moving faster than you are used to. Situations may develop quickly. Decisions may need to be made with clarity rather than hesitation. This is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to move you into a new phase where progress replaces delay. Archangel Michael is not only guarding this door, he is guiding you toward it. You are not expected to figure everything out on your own. There will be signs, confirmations, and moments of clarity that will help you recognize each step as it comes. And as this unfolds, you will begin to understand something very important. This door is not just about what you receive. It is also about who you are becoming as you walk through it. So stay aware. Stay open. Because the door that is about to open for you is closer than it has ever been. And when it does, it will not feel like coincidence. It will feel like something you were always meant to step into. There is a moment in every person's journey that seems small on the surface, almost unnoticeable, yet it carries a weight that shifts everything. For you, that moment was simple. You didn't skip. You stayed. You listened. And while that may have felt like a casual decision at the time, Archangel Michael is revealing that this single act created a ripple effect that has now begun to move through your life. You must understand this clearly. Obedience in small moments often unlocks doors to greater things. It is not always the grand gestures or dramatic choices that change everything. Sometimes, it is the quiet decision to pause, to pay attention, to remain present when everything else is trying to pull you away. That is what you did. And because of that, something shifted. There are many who were presented with the same opportunity you had in this exact moment. They saw it. They felt a brief pull, but they ignored it. They scrolled past. They dismissed it. And in doing so, they disconnected from something that was trying to reach them. But you responded differently. You allowed yourself to stay, even if you didn't fully understand why. That response matters more than you realize. Archangel Michael is making it known that your decision created an opening. It signaled your willingness to receive. It showed that you are not closed off, that you are not completely consumed by distraction or doubt. And when that signal was sent, something began to move immediately. The spiritual realm does not ignore willingness. It responds to it. You may be wondering how something so simple could carry such importance. But think about this. Every major shift in life begins with a decision. And not all decisions announce themselves as life-changing in the moment. Some arrive quietly, almost hidden within ordinary choices. This was one of those moments for you. By not skipping, you stepped into alignment. Alignment is not about perfection. It is about positioning. It is about placing yourself in a space where what is meant for you can find you without resistance. And that is exactly what you did. You placed yourself in a position where this message could reach you, where this awareness could enter your life, where this shift could begin. There is also something deeper connected to this. Your choice reflects something about your spirit. It reveals that despite everything you may have gone through, despite moments of doubt or uncertainty, there is still a part of you that is open, a part of you that is seeking, a part of you that is willing to listen when something feels important. That part of you is powerful. Archangel Michael is emphasizing that this openness is what allows blessings to flow. When a person becomes completely closed, completely disconnected, it becomes difficult for anything new to enter. But you are not in that state. You are still receptive. You are still aware. And because of that, you are able to receive what is now being released toward you. There is also a level of trust being built through this moment. Not just trust in the message, but trust in yourself. You followed a feeling without fully understanding it, and now you are beginning to see that it was leading you somewhere intentional. This is how your inner guidance strengthens. This is how you begin to recognize what is meant for you without needing constant external confirmation. And now, as this realization settles in, understand this: what you did was not the end of something. It was the beginning. The decision you made has already set something into motion. It has already aligned you with what is coming next. And as you continue to remain present, as you continue to stay aware, you will begin to see the results of that decision unfold in ways that feel both surprising and deeply familiar at the same time. There is no need to question whether this was important. It was. There is no need to doubt whether this matters. It does. Archangel Michael is making it clear that what you did, as simple as it seemed, has now changed the direction of what is about to enter your life. To hold on to this awareness, let it remind you that even the smallest choices can carry the greatest impact, and let it prepare you for what is coming, because what is approaching you now is not SLHUCHAKI, it is a response to the moment you chose to stay. Something within you is already changing, and even if you cannot fully explain it, you can feel it. It is subtle, yet undeniable. It is quiet, yet powerful. Archangel Michael is drawing your attention to this inner movement because it is directly connected to what is about to unfold in your outer world. Before anything significant manifests around you, it must first align within you. And that alignment is happening now. You may have noticed moments where your thoughts feel different, where your reactions are not the same as they used to be. Situations that once drained you may no longer carry the same weight. Things that once confused you may now feel clearer, even if only slightly. This is not SLHUCHAKI. This is transformation. Energy shifts do not always arrive with loud announcements. Often, they come quietly, working beneath the surface, adjusting your perspective, refining your awareness, and preparing your spirit for what is coming next. Archangel Michael is guiding this process, ensuring that what is happening within you matches what is being prepared for you. There may also be moments where you feel a strange combination of emotions. You might feel calm and restless at the same time. You might feel hopeful, yet unsure of what exactly you are hoping for. You might feel like something is about to happen, even though you cannot point to anything specific. These feelings are not random. They are part of the shift. This is what happens when your energy begins to move out of one phase and into another. The old patterns, the old ways of thinking, the old emotional responses, they begin to loosen their hold on you. At the same time, new awareness, new clarity, and new strength begin to take their place. This transition can feel unfamiliar because you are no longer fully connected to who you were, but you are not yet fully settled into who you are becoming. That in-between space is where you are right now, and it is a powerful place to be. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that this shift is necessary. Without it, what is coming would not feel right. It would feel out of place, out of sync. But because this inner transformation is happening first, what arrives in your life will feel aligned. It will feel like something that fits, something that belongs, something that connects naturally with where you are now. There is also a sense of release happening within you. You may not even realize it fully, but certain attachments, certain worries, certain expectations are beginning to lose their grip. Things that once felt heavy are starting to feel lighter. Thoughts that once repeated endlessly are starting to fade. This is not something you forced. This is something that is happening because you are being prepared. Preparation is not always about adding more. Sometimes, it is about removing what is no longer needed. And that is exactly what is taking place. The unnecessary weight is being lifted so that you can move forward without being held back by what no longer serves you. At the same time, there is a strengthening happening deep within your spirit. It is not loud or obvious, but it is real. You are becoming more grounded, more aware, more connected to your inner sense of direction. You may find yourself trusting your instincts more, even in small ways. You may notice that you are less influenced by outside noise and more focused on what feels right to you. This is growth. Archangel Michael is reminding you that this shift is a sign that you are ready. Not in a perfect sense, not in a way where everything is completely figured out, but in a way that matters. You are ready to step into something new. You are ready to receive what has been moving toward you. You are ready to experience a change that reflects the work that has already been happening within you. There is no need to rush this process or to question it. Allow it to unfold naturally. Allow yourself to move with it rather than against it. The more you accept this shift, the smoother the transition will feel. And as this inner transformation continues, you will begin to notice something else. The things around you will start to reflect what is happening within you. Opportunities, connections, and moments of clarity will begin to appear, not as random events, but as confirmations that the shift is complete. So pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to the subtle changes in your thoughts, your emotions, your awareness. These are not small details. These are signs that something is already happening, something that is preparing you for what is about to arrive. And when it does, you will not feel out of place. You will feel ready. Right now, there is something moving toward you with a speed and certainty that you may not yet fully understand. It is not far away. It is not delayed. It is not waiting for the right time anymore. Archangel Michael is making this clear. What is meant for you is now within reach, closer than it has ever been before. And the reason you feel this quiet anticipation inside you is because your spirit already senses its arrival. This is not a distant promise. This is a present reality beginning to take form. You may have spent time wondering when things would finally shift, when something would break through the stillness, when the waiting would end. There may have been moments where you questioned whether anything was truly changing at all. But what you could not see was how close everything was getting behind the scenes. What felt like waiting was actually movement. What felt like silence was actually preparation. And now, that preparation is reaching its final stage. Archangel Michael is revealing that the blessing approaching you is not Ikaki. It has your name on it. It has been aligned with your path, your timing, and your growth. It is not something meant for someone else that you are accidentally stepping into. It is yours. Specifically yours. This is why it feels personal. This is why it feels different from anything you may have experienced before. There is also something unique about the way this blessing will arrive. It may not come in the way you expect. It may not look exactly like what you imagined. But when it appears, there will be a moment of recognition. Something inside you will say, "This is it." Not with doubt, not with confusion, but with a calm certainty that settles deep within you. That recognition is important. It is how you will know that this is not just another passing moment. This is something significant. You may notice small signs leading up to it. Subtle changes in your environment. Unexpected conversations. Thoughts or ideas that seem to come out of nowhere but feel important. These are not coincidences. These are signals guiding you closer to the moment where everything connects. Archangel Michael is also reminding you to stay present during this time. When something is this close, it becomes easy to either overthink it or overlook it. The mind may try to analyze every detail, or it may become distracted by things that do not truly matter. But your awareness is your greatest tool right now. Stay aware of what feels aligned. Stay aware of what draws your attention in a meaningful way. Stay aware of what brings a sense of peace rather than pressure. Because what is coming is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to align with you. There is also a sense of immediacy connected to this moment. This is not something that will unfold slowly over a long period of time. When it begins to reveal itself, it will move with a certain speed, a certain clarity that makes it unmistakable. You will not need to search for it. It will present itself to you, And when it does, it will carry a shift with it. This shift may affect more than one area of your life. It may open new possibilities, bring new understanding, or even change the direction you thought you were heading. But whatever form it takes, it will not leave you the same as you were before. It will move you forward. Archangel Michael is standing as a witness to this moment, ensuring that what is meant for you reaches you fully. There is no interference that can stop it now. There is no delay that can hold it back. What has been prepared is now ready to be delivered. So take a moment and allow yourself to accept this truth. You are not waiting anymore. You are receiving. You are not hoping for something distant. You are stepping into something that is already close. Let that awareness settle within you. Because very soon, what you have been sensing, what you have been feeling, what you have been preparing for without even realizing it will become real in a way that you cannot ignore. And when it does, you will understand exactly why it had to come at this moment, and not a second before. There is something you need to be aware of in this very moment, something that often goes unnoticed until it is already happening. Just before a breakthrough arrives, just before a blessing fully reveals itself, there is almost always a test. Not a punishment, not a setback, but a final moment that asks you one question: will you trust what you cannot yet see? Archangel Michael is bringing this to your attention now because you may already be stepping into this test without realizing it. It can appear in different forms. It might feel like doubt suddenly trying to return, whispering that nothing is really changing. It might look like a small obstacle, something that seems to slow things down just when you thought everything was about to move forward. It could even come as a distraction, pulling your focus away from what you have been sensing so strongly. But here is the truth. This test is not here to stop you. It is here to reveal you. It reveals whether you will go back to old patterns or step forward into new alignment. It reveals whether you will allow temporary uncertainty to shake you or whether you will remain grounded in what you now know. It reveals whether you truly believe that something big is coming to you today, or whether you will let doubt convince you otherwise. You have already come too far to turn back now. Think about everything you have felt up to this point. The pull that brought you here. The awareness that hath been building within you. The sense that something is shifting, something is approach you. None of that was kaki. None of that was meaningless. And it does not disappear just because a moment of doubt or challenge appears. In fact, the appearance of this test is confirmation that you are close. Archangel Michael wants you to see this clearly. When something significant is about to enter your life, there is often a final attempt to pull you out of alignment. Not because you are weak, but because what is coming carries value. And anything of value requires a moment of decision. Will you stay aligned or will you step away? This is your moment to choose. You may feel a slight tension during this time, a feeling that something is being challenged within you. That is natural. That is part of the process. But do not mistake that feeling for a sign that something is wrong. It is actually a sign that something is about to go right. The key here is not to overreact. Do not let a temporary feeling create a permanent decision. Do not allow a passing thought to disconnect you from what you have already recognized as true. Stay steady. Stay aware. Stay grounded in the understanding that this moment is not here to stop your progress, but to strengthen it. Archangel Michael is standing with you through this test, not watching from a distance, but actively supporting you. His presence is a reminder that you are not facing this alone. The same protection that carried you through the unseen battle is still with you now. And here is what you need to hold on to. This test will pass. It does not last forever. It is not meant to. It is only a moment, a brief space where your response determines how smoothly you step into what is already prepared for you. If you remain aligned, if you trust what you have been shown, if you refuse to let doubt take control, you will move through this quickly and step directly into the blessing that is waiting. There is no need to be afraid of this moment. There is only a need to be aware of it, because awareness changes everything. And now, as you stand in this space, understand that your response is powerful. Your choice matters, and your ability to remain steady in this moment is what will carry you forward into what is already yours. Type "I stay aligned" in the comments if you feel this message. Blessing code 8826 is now being activated over your path. And as you stand firm in this moment, know that your alignment does not only affect you. It becomes a light for others who are searching, who are struggling, who are waiting for confirmation just like you were. When you choose to support this message, when you choose to give, you are helping this light reach those who need it most. God is saying to you right now, as you sow into the Spirit, you will reap in abundance. This is not a distant promise. It is a living truth being activated through your action. I feel called to give. I feel led to be part of this mission. I choose to release what God has placed in my heart. Your giving becomes a seed that multiplies into transformed lives. Your support becomes a voice that carries truth into places where silence once lived. The PayPal link is waiting in the description, and the QR code is placed before you for this very moment. Do not delay what your spirit is urging you to do. Step into it. Release it. And as you do, may what you give return to you in ways that overflow beyond what you can imagine. There is something that has been hidden from you, not to harm you, but because the timing for its revelation was not yet right. But now, the timing has arrived. Archangel Michael is making this known with clarity. Something, where someone, is about to be revealed in your life, and this revelation will carry truth that you need in order to move forward. This is not sluchikaki. This is exposure with purpose. You may have sensed that something was not fully clear in a certain area of your life. Perhaps there has been a situation that felt uncertain, a connection that felt confusing, or a question that never seemed to have a complete answer. You may have tried to understand it, to figure it out, to bring clarity to it on your own, but something always remained just out of reach. That is because it was not meant to be revealed until now. Archangel Michael is stepping in as a protector of truth, and when truth is revealed under his guidance, it does not come to create chaos. It comes to bring clarity. It comes to remove confusion. It comes to show you exactly what you need to see, in a way that aligns with your path. This revelation may involve a person, someone whose intentions, actions, or role in your life will become clearer. It may not be dramatic or overwhelming, but it will be undeniable. You will see something you did not see before, or you will understand something in a way that changes how you perceive the situation entirely. At the same time, this could also involve a situation rather than a person. It could be something in your life that suddenly makes sense, something that connects in a way it never did before. A realization, an answer, a moment of clarity that shifts your understanding. What is important is not just what is revealed, but how it will affect you. This revelation is not meant to confuse you or leave you uncertain. It is meant to guide you. It is meant to help you make decisions with greater confidence. It is meant to remove the weight of not knowing and replace it with the strength of clarity. You may feel a mixture of emotions when this happens. There may be relief, because something finally makes sense. There may be surprise because what is revealed was not what you expected. There may even be a sense of closure, where something that once felt open-ended now feels complete. All of these responses are natural. Archangel Michael wants you to trust what is shown to you. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Do not try to explain it away if it feels clear within you. When truth is revealed at the right time, it carries a sense of certainty that does not need to be forced. You will know. There is also a deeper purpose behind this revelation. It is not just about understanding something in the present moment. It is about preparing you for what comes next. Without this clarity, the next step would feel uncertain. But with this clarity, you will be able to move forward with confidence. This is why the timing matters so much. If this had been revealed to you earlier, you may not have been ready to receive it. You may have misunderstood it, resisted it, or been affected by it in a way that would not have served you. But now, you are in a different place. You are more aware. You are more prepared. You are more aligned. And because of that, you can handle the truth in a way that moves you forward rather than holding you back. There is also protection within this revelation. Archangel Michael is not only revealing truth, he is ensuring that this truth does not harm you. It is being presented in a way that strengthens you, that empowers you, that places you in a position of awareness rather than vulnerability. So as this begins to unfold, remain open. Do not resist what comes into your awareness. Allow yourself to see clearly, to understand deeply, and to accept what is being shown to you. Because once this revelation takes place, something will shift within you. Decisions that once felt difficult will become easier. Paths that once felt unclear will become more defined. And the direction you are meant to move in will no longer feel uncertain. This is not just about discovering something hidden. This is about stepping into clarity. And once you step into that clarity, you will realize that what is being revealed is exactly what you needed to move forward into what is already waiting for you. And now that you understand something is already moving toward you, something prepared, protected, and aligned, there is one thing that becomes essential in this moment: your alignment. Because even though the blessing is near, even though the door is opening, even though the truth is being revealed, your ability to fully receive it depends on how you position yourself right now. Archangel Michael is not asking you to become perfect. He is not asking you to have everything figured out. What he is asking is simple, yet powerful. Stay open, stay aware, and stay aligned with what you already know in your spirit to be true. Alignment begins with your mindset. Pay attention to what you are allowing to take root in your thoughts. Are you feeding doubt, or are you strengthening trust? Are you focusing on fear, or are you holding on to the awareness that something has already been set in motion for you? The mind can either support your alignment or disrupt it, depending on what you choose to focus on. This does not mean you will never have a doubtful thought. It means you do not allow that thought to take control. When doubt appears, recognize it, but do not agree with it. Let it pass without giving it power. Return your focus to what you have already felt, what you have already sensed, what you have already been shown. Because that awareness is your anchor. Archangel Michael is guiding you to trust your inner knowing more than external noise. There may be voices around you, situations around you, or even past experiences that try to influence how you see what is happening now. But this moment is not about the past. This moment is about what is unfolding in the present. Stay connected to that. Alignment also requires emotional space. If your energy is filled with stress, overthinking, or resistance, it becomes harder to recognize what is arriving. Not because the blessing is not there, but because your attention is pulled in too many directions to notice it clearly. So take a moment to release what you do not need to carry. You do not need to hold on to every worry. You do not need to solve every problem all at once. You do not need to control every detail of what is coming. In fact, trying to control everything can actually pull you out of alignment. Instead, allow yourself to be present. There is a quiet strength in presence. When you are fully present, you are able to notice what matters. You are able to respond instead of react. You are able to recognize opportunities, signs, and moments of clarity as they appear. Archangel Michael is reminding you that what is coming to you does not require force. It requires readiness. And readiness is not about rushing. It is about being available. Be available to receive. Be available to notice. Be available to respond when the moment arrives. There is also something important about your energy during this time. Gratitude plays a powerful role in alignment. Not just gratitude for what you already have, but gratitude for what is on its way, even before it fully appears. This is not pretending. This is trusting. When you allow yourself to feel appreciation for what is coming, you create a sense of openness that allows it to enter your life more smoothly. You shift from waiting to receiving. You move from uncertainty to quiet confidence. Archangel Michael is encouraging you to hold that energy. There is no need to chase what is meant for you. There is no need to prove yourself or struggle to earn it. What is coming is already aligned with your path. Your role is to stay aligned with it as well. And that alignment is simple. Stay aware of what feels right. Stay connected to your inner sense of direction. Stay open to what begins to appear, even if it comes in a way you did not expect. Do not close yourself off because it does not match a specific idea you had in your mind. Sometimes, what is meant for you arrives in a form that is better than what you imagined, but different enough that you might overlook it if you are not paying attention. So remain open. And as you do, trust that you are being guided step by step. You do not need to see the entire path. You only need to recognize the next step when it appears. Because very soon, something will present itself to you in a way that feels clear, aligned, and undeniable. And when that moment comes, your alignment will determine how fully you are able to receive it. So stay ready. Not in a state of pressure, but in a state of awareness. Because what is coming to you is not SLUCHATIKAKU, it is already within your reach, waiting for you to fully step into it. There is a moment approaching you right now that will not feel like all the others. It will not pass quietly, and it will not leave you wondering whether it meant something. It will stand out. It will carry a weight, a clarity, a sense of certainty that makes you pause and realize this is it. This is the moment everything begins to shift. Archangel Michael is making this clear. This moment is not distant anymore. It is not something far ahead that you have to wait endlessly for. It is close. So close, in fact, that parts of it may already be forming around you without you fully recognizing it yet. The shift you are about to experience will not necessarily come with loud noise or dramatic signs. Instead, it may arrive in a way that feels simple at first. A message, a conversation, a sudden realization, an unexpected opportunity. But within that simplicity, there will be something powerful, something that changes the direction of your thoughts, your actions, and your path. This is how transformation often begins. You may have imagined that when everything shifts, it would be obvious, overwhelming, impossible to miss. But Archangel Michael is revealing that the true moment of change often feels quiet before it becomes undeniable. It begins as a single point of clarity, a single opening, a single step forward that leads to everything else. And when that moment comes, you will feel it. There will be a sense of knowing that does not need to be explained. You will not have to question whether it is right. You will not have to force yourself to believe it. It will feel aligned in a way that brings both peace and certainty at the same time. This is the moment you have been moving toward. Everything you have experienced, everything you have felt, everything that has been shifting within you has been preparing you for this exact point. And now, you are about to meet it. But here is something important you need to remember. When this moment arrives, it will ask something of you. Not in a way that creates pressure, but in a way that invites response. It will require you to step forward, to accept what is being presented, to move with it rather than hesitate. This is where many people pause. This is where doubt tries to return, asking questions like, what if this is not real? Or what if I am not ready? But you are not being brought to this moment to turn away from it. You are being brought here to step into it. Archangel Michael is standing with you as this moment approaches, ensuring that you are not alone in recognizing it or responding to it. His presence is a reminder that what is unfolding is protected, guided, and aligned with your path. There is also a sense of timing that cannot be ignored. This moment will not come too early, and it will not come too late. It will arrive exactly when everything is in place, when your awareness is ready, when your energy is aligned, when the path ahead is clear enough for you to take the next step. And when it does, you will understand why everything had to happen the way it did. You will see how the waiting, the uncertainty, the quiet preparation all led to this single point where everything begins to move. You will recognize that nothing was wasted, that every experience had a purpose, that every delay was part of the alignment. This realization will bring a sense of peace, even as things begin to change. Because the shift is not just external, it is internal as well. As you step into this moment, something within you will solidify. Your confidence will strengthen. Your clarity will deepen. Your sense of direction will become more certain. You will no longer feel like you are searching. You will feel like you are moving. And that movement will continue. This is not a temporary change. This is the beginning of a new phase, one that carries momentum, one that opens new possibilities, one that leads you further along the path that has been prepared for you. So as this moment approaches, do not try to force it or rush it. Simply stay aware. Stay present. Stay ready to recognize it when it appears. Because it will appear. And when it does, everything will begin to shift in a way that confirms what you have been feeling all along, that something big was coming to you today and now. It has arrived. Beloved soul, as you reach this moment, there is a calmness that begins to settle over you, a quiet understanding that something within your life has already begun to change. It may not have fully revealed itself yet in every detail, but deep within, you know this was not just a message. This was confirmation. Archangel Michael is speaking over you now with peace, not urgency. The intensity you felt before begins to soften into assurance. What was once anticipation is now becoming trust. What once felt uncertain is now beginning to feel steady. And this is how you know the shift is real, because it no longer feels distant. It feels present. You were chosen to receive this. Not by chance, not sluchayakaki, but by alignment. Out of all the voices, all the noise, all the distractions, you were guided here and you remain. And because you remained, you received. That alone confirms that something within you is open, aware, and ready to step into what has been prepared. Archangel Michael is placing a covering of peace over your mind right now. Any lingering doubt, any questioning, any hesitation that tried to follow you into this moment, it begins to lose its hold. You are not meant to carry confusion forward. You are meant to carry clarity. Take a deep breath and feel that. The pressure to figure everything out is lifting. The need to control every outcome is fading. You are not being asked to understand every step ahead. You are simply being asked to trust that what has started will continue to unfold exactly as it should. Because it will. There is a blessing that has already been released over your life, and even if you have not yet seen its full form, it is already moving toward you. It is already aligning situations. It is already positioning people. It is already creating the conditions necessary for it to reach you fully. You are not waiting anymore. You are in the receiving phase now. And as this truth settles within you, notice how your energy feels lighter. Notice how your thoughts begin to quiet. Notice how your heart feels more at ease. This is not sluchikaki. This is what happens when you come into alignment with what is meant for you. Archangel Michael is reminding you that you are protected as this unfolds. There is nothing coming toward you that is meant to harm you. There is nothing being revealed that is meant to break you. Everything that is approaching you now carries purpose, clarity, and movement forward. You are safe to receive it. You are ready to step into it. And most importantly, you are worthy of it. Do not let this moment pass without acknowledging what has just taken place. Something has shifted within you. Something hath been activated. Something has begun. And as you move forward from here, carry this awareness with you. Let it guide your thoughts. Let it strengthen your faith. Let it remind you that you are not walking through life randomly. You are being guided, protected, and aligned step by step. Now, seal this moment with intention. Type "I am ready" and "I receive" in the comments if you feel this truth within you. Blessing code 9917 is now released over your life, confirming that what has been spoken is now activated in your path. And as this blessing settles into your spirit, hear this final calling. This message did not end with you. Just as you were guided here, there are others still searching, still waiting for a moment like this to reach them. When you choose to give, when you choose to support this mission, you become part of how God reaches them. God is speaking through you now. As you sow into this light, I will open the heavens over your life. This is not just giving. This is planting into divine ground. I release my seed with faith. I become a vessel for this message. I step into obedience right now. Your offering becomes a river that carries truth to those in darkness. Your seed becomes fire that ignites hope in someone who almost gave up. The PayPal link is in the description, and the QR code is placed before you. This is your moment to act. Do not hold back. Step forward. Release what has been placed on your heart. And as you do, may blessings return to you multiplied, overflowing, and undeniable.